Hello to all animation fans! After the release of the second part of Nick and Judy's adventures, the internet is already exploding with theories about Zootopia 3. The main insider hint? In the world of mammals, we may finally see those who have been looking down on everyone all this time. Birds. Will they change the rules of the game, and will the relationship between the main characters go deeper? My name is Oksana. I'm an artist with a background in psychology, and I analyze films not only from a psychological perspective, but also from an artistic one. So far, we've only seen mammals in Zootopia. But where is the rest of the animal world? In the third movie, the story could revolve around Aviapolis, a high-tech megacity floating in the clouds above Zootopia. There have already been many theories suggesting that birds are not just visitors, but an elite group trying to establish control not only over the skies, but also over the city's logistics. However, it's entirely possible that birds won't be enemies of Zootopia's citizens, but rather allies. But then the real question becomes, who is the hidden antagonist trying to frame them by leaving feathers at crime scenes? Nick and Judy will have to untangle this mystery and even restore balance between the two worlds, with the help of an eccentric falcon detective from the Aviapolis police. There are also new theories about the airborne platforms that support Aviapolis. They could be another type of climate zone, specifically designed for life in the sky. But let's be honest, no matter what the plot is, viewers are most interested in the dynamic between the fox and the bunny. In the first movie, we saw subtle hints of romance between them, but in the second film, their relationship clearly moved to a new level. The creators even included a scene where Nick and Judy pose as a family with a child as part of an undercover mission. Of course, it was just a cover, but at the same time, it was a perfect way to test audience reactions. And judging by the massive success of the sequel, the chances of further developing their relationship are only increasing. Moreover, Zootopia has always explored themes of breaking stereotypes. And what could be more powerful than a relationship between a fox and a bunny in a world where that once seemed impossible? On one hand, it's an interspecies relationship. But on the other, no one questioned it when Nick and Judy pretended to be a family, which suggests that within this world, it may already be more acceptable than it seems. And let's not forget the growing pressure on the creators. When the first two films showed clear relationship development, suddenly stopping that progression in the third movie could feel like stagnation. And that could seriously affect how audiences perceive the entire franchise. So what do you think? Will we finally see Nick and Judy as a real couple? And what kind of bird would you like to see as the main villain? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. I also invite you and your children to relax together with me and connect with something beautiful through art. If you join with your kids, it can become a lifelong memory, a small piece of light in these dark times. What do I offer? I will teach you how to understand art. I will explain the difference between a simple drawing and a true work of art. This is not about basic painting lessons you can find everywhere or step-by-step tutorials that are already widely available for free on YouTube. These are lessons on the level of art criticism, presented in a way that is accessible even for children. For example, you will find answers to questions like, why are some paintings not beautiful, yet extremely expensive? Why didn't painting disappear after photography was invented? Why do people still buy paintings instead of just printing photos? What are the criteria that distinguish a simple drawing from a work of art? We will explore all of this through works of classical artists. I have a background in psychology and education, and I know how to explain complex ideas in simple terms. We will also work with emotions, learning how to reflect on them and express them through art, all accompanied by beautiful music. If you'd like to join, make sure to message me on Instagram with the word art.